And we come back with Oog and Buford walking into the Dragon's Tongue. Both of you give me a perception check real quick.
Luckily, we have plenty of spare dice. Mic check number 2. That's better.
Check. Okay.
Just a straight roll. What are we doing again?
Perception check.
Oh, there we go. I'll turn my mic back on. So,
on passive perception.
not passive, it's a roll, Austin.
Oh.
17.
So you both notice as you walk in that you came in with Kronk, but Kronk is now gone. Austin. Sorry.
Where'd Kronk? Oogie, where'd Kronk go?
Looks like you went after some nymph.
Huh. Okay.
And as soon as you register that he's gone, he reappears in front of you with a much more vibrant vibe and general ambiance around him.
Oh, off for you. Good. Who's ready to get their ass kicked in some drinking?
Let's go.
I don't know who you think you're drinking under the table, but we better find that guy in this bar. Hopefully he buys.
Son, I'm getting ready to drink you so far under the table, you'll be far under the table.
Oh, the wit.
Never claimed to have any.
Buford's going to start looking for a table that we can find seats at.
So, as you look around, you do see an open table with no one at, but there is one person sitting at one corner, two people sitting at the furthest caddy corner away from the empty table, and then three sitting directly across. But if you choose this table instead of the bar, which is fully open as well, it would be like back and to the right of the spit. If you're like facing the bar, it's over here.
Do you want to take a table, or do you want to do this at the bar where the bartender can speed this up?
I got a table. You won't last very long. You always have one drink and then you're out. Then we'll have to carry your ass back up to the cart, and then we'll do what we came here to do.
Okay, let's go to the table.
As you all sit down at the table, you see a very familiar imp, Betty, walk up and simply, "Hey kids, you want any drinks?"
Eddie, you know I do.
Betty, you should set us up with 4 of the strongest shots you got, and then a tankard of ale each. Because Kronk thinks he's got some big britches on for a man wearing a skirt.
It's a kilt. I do have big britches for someone wearing a kilt.
Shots, shots, shots.
As you guys argue and bicker, Betsy does a little twirl, and from nowhere, what's the word? Not platter, but like what you carry the food on to the table.
Tray?
Yeah. A nice, like, hexagonal tray appears from her fingertips, and then she brings it back down, and there are 5 shots. One of red, one of blue, one of black, purple, and yellow. Leaves it at your table and walks away.
I'm going to take the black and the purple and set them up in front of me and just stare at Kronk.
I'm gonna take the purple. Well, you can. Which other one did you say? Okay, well, you can drink the black one while I'm drinking the purple one.
I slyly drink the yellow one, and what were the other colors? Oh yeah, the blue one. While they're busy looking at each other.
Everybody give me a constitution check for every shot you take.
Con's a +4.
+4.
If I roll it and it just freezes on the table,
If it's cocked, you gotta redo it.
it didn't. It just landed flat without rolling across the table.
14.
Oh, yeah, no, you do it.
Okay.
No flat drops. 30, 20.
Witness.
20.
Which puts
30,
me at
20. 14 and a 20 for me.
The nat 20.
They all go down like juice. You feel no immediate effect, but you get a nice warmth in your chest.
You feel that, son?
Grab the red off the tray. About all of them.
What other colors are there?
2, 8, 3, I got. Yeah, that's the last one. And I just knock it back.
As soon as you down it, you look back at the tray and it is refilled, but this time all of clear shots. Clear shots, like translucent. They look like water, but they're in shot glasses.
I grab 2 again.
Gronk shoots 2.
Constitution checks with disadvantage.
You just roll.
So that would be 10.
311.
And 11.
So you both grab a shot almost as if you were twins on the exact same wavelength. Down it, double tap. Grab the next, down it, double tap. You still feel no immediate effects, but your body is getting very, very warm. Oog, you feel like you're back in the hot tub that you made on your way out here. So very uncontrolled, but very warm, very relaxing, very easy. Kronk, you feel warm as well, but at the same time, you're starting to lose a little bit of your passive perception. The people that were at the tables, you're not quite sure how many there were at each one anymore. You're not sure if they've left. You don't know if new people have joined their parties. You're losing your situational awareness, but they go down smooth, and you're feeling great about this drinking contest, and you're definitely beating Buford.
I totally got this. Fuck you, kid.
I'll take the last one on the tray and I'll tap, shot, tap. $16 is the con save or check. Oh no, it's a 15 with disadvantage.
Bastard.
You honestly think you're drinking like some of Papa's XXX water that he's had back in the shed that you're not really allowed to go into, but like it's not quite as strong or quite as good as Papa's, but it's pretty good danger water.
Hey Betsy, can I get like 2 carboys of this to go when we close out for the night?
Why, of course. I'll have it delivered straight to your cart. Don't worry, I know where it's at.
I'm getting lucky tonight.
Thank you, Betsy. Just put it on Kronk's tab.
Put it on Cusco's tab.
Give me a persuasion check, Kronk. Because to be fair, you are the ones that appointed her to her new job, but she does take it very seriously.
Critical.
Fail?
Fucking critical fail. Damn.
She looks at you and gives you the most heated look and is like, that's not what government funds are for,
I'm
sir.
joking. I'm joking.
I'll put it on your tab. Don't worry, hun.
All right.
Bow chicka wow wow. Bow chicka wow wow.
I just lost in more than one way.
But yes, every time that you look back down at the shot glasses, they are always refilled somehow with the clear liquid. You can keep going for as long as you want, but the consequences may get worse.
I'll snag 4, like 2 to a hand. Put 2 in front of me, 2 in front of Kronk, because Captain Big Kilty skirt over there thought he had some cojones, and I'll take the last one and put it in front of Oog very politely. And I'll just set up one in each hand and stare at Kronk. Wait for his next move.
I proceed to sip mine as I enjoy the feeling.
Let's go, shithead.
Bam, bam, bam.
Give me rolls, boys. And then this one, they're battling 20s. So we're just seeing who can, as in against each other. But yes, do 2 20s since you two are doing dual shots at once. Oog is only taking one at a time.
Well, I'm sipping mine right now.
That's fair. That's fine. You don't need to do this then.
You need another
If you're enjoying your
I'll roll
drink,
one. Okay.
what are your numbers?
What you got?
What you got?
18 and 19 plus 4.
Yes, I've got.
Okay.
I've got 12 and 10. Why are you failing me tonight, Dice? Make me look
Buford
like
may
liars.
have more experience with this type of alcohol than Kronk was expecting. But Kronk's starting to get a little sleepy, maybe a little dizzy.
Yeah, fucked up.
Oh, Poppy's old firewater. I'm so glad I snuck into a special shack.
Someone might lose tonight more than he anticipated.
No shit, you think. I'm. Oh,
I'll set up another 2 in front of each of
kinda
us.
alright, punk bitch, let's do this!
Another battle of 20s, and whoever gets higher gets.
It's like no-
fucked up.
Witness.
Straight, no modifiers, right?
Double
No way, double
There's no
20s.
fucking way there's double 20s. Get that camera on that.
No fucking way on that.
Everyone's
I don't believe that shit. No fucking way, double 20s. I mean, I believe it,
I've
but
seen double one, which is almost less likely than that.
I
I think you're getting fucked up tonight, Kronk.
Kronk. Oh,
Kronk
I
just
grab
might
another
be
drink.
getting fucked up tonight. But not in the way he thought.
The little imp might be disappointed tonight.
You already lost that.
help me crawl back to my pile of money.
Is Kronk tapping, or does he want to keep going? Because you haven't passed out yet.
Someone talked that off a big game. Looking
I do 2 more.
Am
Kronk's
I
not
gonna get
gonna let-
compensated for this?
Crank's not gonna let this shit slide. Come on.
First he rolls 2 20s and then 2 1s. He may lose it
Right
all
acted
here.
on the hill.
Another fucking 20.
20 and a 16. No,
I know.
Okay.
this is actually really good.
A 15 and a 19. And yes, I want him in that order.
Kronk, do you want to pass out in the bar or outside of the door of the bar?
God damn it. Okay, so
Or you could try taking another go for it and beating him. But he's getting an awful lucky roll tonight.
I think he's rolling with loaded dice or some shit tonight, man. Can we?
Buford,
One more 20, then yeah,
Buford, feeling a little smugified, is going to just lean back, get his hurdy-gurdy, and just.
Can I get?
Give me a performance check with disadvantage because you are still sloshed. You're just very used to this sloshed.
And if he succeeds on that, can I get?
2. So plus
Can I
4
get
with disadvantage.
inspiration from that?
Okay. Here. My little wooden dice has never rolled well for me. And the metal. Disadvantage, right? I get a plus 4 on plus 4. Because my performance plus I have half proficiency. My proficiency is 3, so I get 2, right?
You have proficiency in rolling at disadvantage.
Okay.
So,
17 and a 15. So my mic's still on, right? Yeah. 17 and 15.
So
15 for disadvantage.
you lean back and
Thanks.
start playing your tune perfectly to where you actually get 5 silver given to you just by people walking by and just slyly handing it to you, you know, low bones, giving you some money. And you just like, thank you, pocket, back to playing.
Inventory plus silver.
You see, I told you doing the drinking and playing would make you a better bard.
So how much is this service going to cost you if we help you back to the cart instead of leaving you here?
I don't think I charged you jack shit to bring you out here now, did I?
He is paying.
Considering it looked like you were out to pick on the boy, there's got to be a little bit of compensation since you lost.
He gets to bask in the glory that he beat an old man.
That's not very
And
much
I'm not,
glory.
I'm not even that old. I'm only
As
like
the
30.
26-year-old fully fit jock of Kronk stands there in front of Buford, which, whereas isn't cut, but he's well built for a farm half-orc.
Hey, Buford, let's pick the sorry excuse of a traveling individual up and drag him back to his no good bed.
Whatever.
We don't need people talking about us because
Just
of his
jealous it's made of
misconduct.
money.
Whatever you say, Oogie. And I'll step in and scoop Kronk into a fireman snatch.
Give me a strength check with advantage.
Oh, I go dead weight.
Okay.
I go to make sure he doesn't fall over when he picks up the fat bastard.
Plus, as long as you're not like
Good.
flailing like a child, I don't think it bothers him too much. He's used to throwing hay and shit. Barley.
That's a solid 19, boss.
So yeah,
Alrighty
even
then.
as you go limp, your massive torso is definitely like hiding, and he's just barely peeking over, but he's just hoy and to bed.
As we're walking out, I just start very condescendingly petting the back of Kronk's head as we head out from the bar. I want to make sure everyone between our table and the door sees what's going on.
That's
Oh,
right.
they're very
I
aware of
am
you. Don't
a
worry.
good
Was this worth the effort? Do you feel better?
one. Yeah. No.
On our way back to the cart, just belting a lullaby to Kronk so everyone in town that might still be awake to peek out their windows, see what's going on. Like I'm hamming this up.
Where's Luke standing?
Following behind, making sure his head doesn't hit something. I'm following behind the party, making sure someone's head doesn't hit the concrete.
I vomit on Oog.
I wipe it on his nose. Bad boy.
Before that, Kronk, give me a roll of how far your projectile vomit goes of pure moonshine, and you're not quite sure what that means in this world.
Does Oogie want to try and dodge is the question.
I'm covered in poisonous slime.
Okay, what would a modifier for that be? Do we just want to
The
straight?
modifier for vomiting,
Dex.
what is the opposite of performance? Because you're not trying. Well, you are trying to do it though.
Strength. Technically,
Yeah,
it'd be
I'll
a
give you all the
strength.
strength check.
Athletics would be the strength based. Athletics would be the strength based check.
I figured it'd be strength check because you're using your muscles to vomit.
I'll give you the strength.
Okay.
Because that makes sense, because that's generally how, yeah, people who can vomit on command do it, is controlling their stomach muscles.
Gotta love the dyslexia.
19.
You could
Yeah.
cover either of them if you wanted to.
Well, seeing how Buford has been a prick about this, the only one who's been instigating has been Oog. I'm a vomit all over Oog.
Alrighty, and then, yeah, Oog, would you like to just wipe it on his nose as he vomits and absolutely showers you in clear, pure moonshine, and then a little bit of just like ground cooked meat from earlier in the day, and a little bit of bread from the bakery.
I pick it up and I smell it. How foul is it smelling?
I'd say only about a 4 on the acid scale.
Oh, this isn't so bad. I wipe it under his nose in a mustache shape.
Modified dirty
Definitely
Sanchez.
spelled worse.
Bad boy. That was entertaining, though.
But yes, at this point, I think you'd be getting back to the cart, and as you get back, you just see this very large, shadowy black cocoon on top of the cart, hanging off of one of the banner signs, with, as far as you can tell, a lot of energy coming from it, just like radiating off of it. Give me a perception check, everyone.
Then that's 19.
8.
Mine would
Yeah,
be
19.
4.
So
No, that's all your passives. You want there you go. There you go. So you get 9 plus double 6. 6 plus you get plus 14 to whatever you roll. Or 12. He's got ridiculous perception. So plus 12. Is it a 1?
3.
You still get yeah. Side point of order. Since I don't notice shit, I'm gonna turn around and be like, hey Oogie, would you like to be clean from all that vomit you didn't return?
I mean, I wouldn't turn down a bucket over the head full of water, not just a solid bucket.
I got something better. Alakazam. Now you're clean.
Well, isn't that useful?
So, like the fairy godparent that Buford is becoming, he cleans your dress perfectly. And by dress, I mean like wardrobe, modern terms. And I think both Oog would notice the great amount of like dark energy and very dark magics above the cart, to where it's riding a little bit lower, like it's very heavy, whatever is happening, or it's some type of like gravitational magic. I don't think you'd be very familiar with, but you would definitely notice something's happening. Kronk, you know what's happening. But you're not sure why or what's gonna come of it. But you know essentially what's happening.
This son of a bitch better not ruin my card.
Hey, Kronk, there's that thing on the end of your cart. Do we need to, like, be worried about it? It is your cart after all.
It's too late. I'm half tempted to cut that motherfucker down and just put it inside.
Could we just, like, pour some alcohol on it and he'll move on his own?
No. Wait, what were we talking about?
Good question. We're just gonna leave it alone, I guess.
You could do a religion check, Kronk, and see if you can understand more.
And then that's what I'm gonna do.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So with an 8, you definitely don't know the intention behind it, but you know that you probably shouldn't bother it and that it is there for protection of at least Tulio. But that's about
Good.
all you can find out right now.
Got it. Leave it alone. It'll probably fuck your shit up if you touch it.
We just got back. He got the skinny, kinda.
Y'all are still standing outside. You want to go in? Oog is perfectly cleaned due to prestidigitation. But
Yeah, let's go inside and go to bed.
I will carry Kronk in and just pitch him through the door in his room.
give me a strength check, Buford.
Okay.
Let's see if he can land near his bed.
Straight strength.
I'd like to kick him in his fucking face as he's throwing me.
I didn't roll. Reroll.
If you
It
want to
didn't.
kick him
It
in
just
the face, give me a acrobatics.
21.
Acrobatics, that way we can see if you can kick him in the face as he throws you. Because mass-wise, you are like 20% larger just in scale to Buford.
It's a 4, but what's my modifier?
Great strength off your stat.
That would be an 8 total. I still didn't kick him in the face.
Yeah, I would say
But I'm
as he
drunk as
throws
shit, so I
you...
should probably, not fucking succeed anyway.
So, as he throws you with more than enough power to get you into your bed and land comfortably. But since you went for the kick, you kind of turned into a corkscrewing football. And you kind of like drill straight down into your bed to your now very firm melted Tempur-Pedic bottom, so you're just drilled straight in with like just your feet hanging out at this point. But you're in bed. It didn't take any damage because it's all comfort.
I look as creepy as Tulio.
If you think toes are creepy, yes, because that's about all they can see.
Kronk's probably got some fucked up feet, so yeah.
Yeah, I could see his ranger treks weren't exactly polite to his feet. Because do you wear boots or do you want to be wearing gladiator sandals to be canon?
Boots.
So yeah, no, they wouldn't be too horrible, but I'd definitely say there's a couple scars and scrapes, but nothing like super bad if he is wearing boots.
No fucked up nails.
He has one really weird looking nail, but from your distance, you can't really tell if it's fucked up or just at a weird angle. So it might be broken too and just normal, but you're not sure. It's kind of far away. You're kind of fucked up.
It's my coke toenail.
All you hear as you investigate his toe from afar is... And 3 or 4 coins come flying off the top of the pile a little bit as a foul odor starts taking over the
Just
room.
close the door.
So there isn't really a door, it's more of like curtains, but yeah, like leather curtains.
I'm gonna turn around and swiftly shuffle over to where I've been sleeping.
Oh, there's no smell of it in the kitchen or main area, just in his room.
Avoid, avoid, avoid.
And Oog, are you wanting to crawl into your crystal pot out on the front deck still? Didn't y'all hang up last session?
Yes, it is suspended. I would like to disrobe and crawl into my pot with my new weaponry and my special dagger. They
What
make me feel safe.
Did we put water in it?
Yes, we put new water in it.
So, you all start to sleep for the night. Tyler, give me a will check. Because I presume you go to bed in your like leather nest that we've designated at this point.
I might start looking for an upgrade here pretty soon, but yeah. Straight roll. Whiz. I don't want to re-roll it, but it didn't roll upon impact. It just spun in place. Because that was another 20. Yeah. That's why I was like, I really don't want to, because that was a 20.
That's better.
18 plus. It's a check or saving? Okay. So dirty 20. Yeah, my mic's on.
So you start to walk in your sleep and move about the cart, but you're not in control of your body. You are fully conscious once you're up and moving, but you don't remember getting up or waking up. You're just there. What would you like to do? To try to either retake control or maybe wake up from what possibly is a dream? Maybe?
I'd like to try and just. Am I standing still or am I moving?
You're like roaming around the cabin, apparently walking somewhere or looking for something. You're not quite sure yet. You're not near anything quite yet.
Uh,
So I'm going to want to try and stand still. Take control of myself again. Just sit, try to stand still, figure out what the fuck's going on.
So give me another will save and see if you can stop your body from moving.
13 plus 4, 12, 16.
So you regain control and you feel your skin tighten. And this was no dream. You were walking around the cabin and it seemed like you were getting very close to the poison cabinet that is very clearly marked at the moment. But you still don't know if that's where whatever was trying to get to or if they're just wandering. You're not sure what just happened, but you're now awake. It's 1 a.m. There's definitely been some time passed, but you didn't dream. You're not sure of anything else that would have happened.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd say you have your spell slots back and whatnot. What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to see if I got anything. Oh,
Where you got the mean hit at?
Can I hit myself with detect magic to try and determine if I was hit with like a curse or a remote spell?
Yeah, you can use detect magic.
Try and detect any fuckery, because last time I checked, I don't sleepwalk.
Typically, no. I don't think you have a past or history of sleepwalking. I think you would be able to tell that it is a dark magic very eerily similar to Tulio's. But it's not a curse. It's not anything negative per se. It just seems to be something else is bound to your body. But you're not sure what.
I don't notice like a specific spot on my body.
Just your entire body has been hazed over with this magic that does not come from you.
It's 2 o'clock. It's like
That's
early as
about
fuck.
1:30, yeah. In the morning.
I'm gonna go out on the porch and knock on Oogie's hanging cauldron, crystal cauldron. Bong bong bong.
How does the Oog feel about his bowl being tapped?
I open one eye and I look at him, and I see it's the entertaining little bard. So I pop up and I'm like, yes.
Side note, Buford, are you naked when you sleep, or like disrobed, or are you still fully clothed from the bar?
Naked as a jaybird.
So yeah, Oog sees a very funny looking little, very like warped and distorted because of the curve of the bowl, but very funny looking Buford that is full swing and dong.
I'm just trying to get in.
Oh, I'm just entertained after popping up, saying hi.
So yeah, Buford, he's just opens his eyes groggily and like gets this mischievously kind of sinister grin as he just stares at you through the ooze that is slowly turning purple. It's like a light violet haze right now.
So, Oogie, I just discovered I had like some dark magic bullshit making me walk around try and get into the poison cabinet with the good jar you put in there. So, would you walk with me down to the merchant and let's see if he's got something to help me out?
One sec. Let's make ourselves presentable for the rest of the town to see before I'm causing an incident. But yes.
I'll look down at myself and just I'm not worried about them seeing what I got.
As you're
I'm
both talking
more worried
there,
about someone grabbing onto you.
As you're both having this conversation of debating whether to get dressed or not to go into the public area of town, really, Betsy is just like off to the side, like walking away from the back of your cart, making the delivery. And she's just staring at both of you like, can't say I'm disappointed. And she just goes on back down to the market.
We're glad to assist in the voyage of your journey.
Thanks, Betsy. I appreciate the compliments and the booze.
Buford,
I
how
was
old are you
saying.
canonically? I'd never asked.
Fuck. What? I thought I was older.
The voyage itself took a full year.
So yeah, I would say he's at least like 16 and a half.
Give me a second to get my mind.
And plus he's a half orc, so he's
No, I'm 17.
It's like, okay, 17?
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. Betsy doesn't feel weird about that anymore. So, y'all deciding to go down to the night market naked?
I'll put on pants and I'll ask, hey, Oog, can you take my new crystal gugas and fill them up with the good jar stuff?
I'm still passed out, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
just making sure.
Yeah, no, your room is equipped with specific magics that you wouldn't hear any of this, honestly.
I grab the daggers and I take them and go dip them in the special juice.
They got chambers, they're like syringes, so you can draw.
Oh. I fill up his crystal quills. And I gingerly give them back. Do be careful. I'm not sure if we have an antidote yet.
While he's doing that, could I have whipped together like a quick like square with little slots? Like it's super basic, like 2 pieces of leather with like stitched just notchies.
I mean, if you want to take like an hour, you could probably make something out of your scrap nest. Have plenty of leather to make most any small crafts, honestly, out of that scrap pile, because it is just the scraps he'd never used for other projects, really. So there are some full hides in there, too, as you have for like the main bottom.
You good with waiting for an hour so I can safely carry these?
That's manageable. It gives me enough time to put on my gear and snack on something.
Okay.
Yeah, there's plenty of meat in the kitchen.
Then yeah, I'll throw together a quick. And if I've got an hour, I'll put straps so I can hide it on the inside of my sleeve.
That's perfectly fine. So with that, yeah, you can design them however you want. Just give me a what would that be? I'm looking at your chart.
Performance, survival. I'm trying to think.
It really just depends on how you look at this. Either poison handling, which could be herbalism and alchemist type things, which you would have some history, which would be under nature, or we could see this as a precision thing, which would be dex. Your choice. So off your whiz or dex modifier. Or
I'll take nature because I got.
Or intelligence or dex. Yeah.
I'll take nature because I get a +3 and proficiency to my roll on top of
Go for it.
whatever I get. Okay, good thing I get all the bonuses. Yeah, 5 + 6, so I get an 11.
So yeah, you get some solid leather crafts out of it. And as you're both dressed and ready to go, you can go wake up Kronk, or you can just go to the market, your choice.
I'll stick my head through the curtain and be like, "Hey, Kronk, I had a fucked up experience, and I think the market guy might have a thing to help me protect against it. Are you recovered enough to go into town?"
Yes, I can stumble my happy ass on out and down with y'all.
Sounds
So
good.
I will go ahead and grab my rapier, life stealing, and whatever else. Yeah, I'm not keeping the camera on this ugly fucking face. It's not happening.
Got like a full rotation of your group.
Yeah.
Just point of order, did I burn a slot for my detect magic or not? Just so I'm keeping stuff straight.
So you would all have a long rest done for ending the previous day, because you did end the night at, like, honestly, 8:39. So by 1 you would have had your full, so you would have 1 slot burned. Sorry, that was roundabout, but
Talking it through.
I guess we're all headed down to our favorite vendor.
who would that be exactly? Because this is the night market. Y'all haven't necessarily been down here at this time.
I'd be comparing with Oogie, but
Hopefully an apothecary. I grab some money before I leave the cart.
walking into town toward where we saw the tent with our favorite crystal vendor, crystal goods and such. Our masked vendor.
I'm not going to dig into him. I like him. I don't want to know more.
So you make it back to the tent, as it were, but during the day, lights aren't really needed, and the night market is a little different. There are proper, like, street lights with sconces that seem to be gas powered or magic powered, something of that nature, but that vibe of street lamp. But within the shop, it almost looks as if it's a different hue of light. It's a different type of light. Almost like a hue light can change. It's just different, but you're not sure exactly how or why. But it is there, and they are sitting there. There are 2 tables there with a few daggers and general wares, but not much, unless you want to ask for something. But yeah, he's there.
I'd like to go up to him and ask, I have an issue with staying moist. Would you happen to have any recommendations?
He sits there and turns his head, thinking, and he reaches in to his robe and pulls out. The only way that I could describe this is honestly a gimp suit that's made fully out of leather. And he just presents it to you.
Do it. Do it.
Does it have spikes?
He flips it over, and there are spikes lining the spine.
Ooh. How much?
So, out of another dark corner of his cloak, another arm appears outside of the 2 that are holding this gimp suit and presents 12 fingers from his hand thing.
I pull out 12 gold. and offer it.
As his hand extends to you and you drop the gold pieces in, he nods in acceptance, curls his fingers in, and presents you with your spiky gimp suit, which is
I
like
get to
a
stay
head,
moist.
which is like a neck to toe, fully encapsulated to where I'm gonna say you don't have to re-moisten every day, but every 2 days. So you get 48 hours instead of 24 with this because it retains the moisture, but I'm not saying that's good moisture because that's just poison that's constantly concentrating with your sweat. Do y'all feel?
Ain't no negative for me. I got double anti-poison in my own poison.
Yes, but every animal only has so much poison they can retain on or in their body.
That's okay.
Well, if someone hits you, you'll pop like a zit, maybe.
We'll use him as a weapon. It's fine.
That's what I was thinking.
We come back in season 2. Oog, the giant bubble boy, gets thrown into the middle of the battle. Pops, and an ocean wave of poison just comes flowing out. Oh, that would be awful. I'm not allowing that.
No. I get carried through the skies by a winged creature, and I just squirt out poison.
The shitinator's here.
No, Jimmy, that's not chocolate rain.
Dear vendor, sir, would you happen to have anything that would block someone taking control of me with dark flavored magic? Please?
He looks at you. He looks at Kronk. He looks back at you. And shakes his head no.
That's unfortunate. Would you know of anyone I could talk to for help with this problem?
Well, he looked at me, so what is it? You got something for me?
Did you talk to me or the vendor?
The vendor.
He looks at you and just really just keeps darting his eyes in between you and Buford. And just looks confused.
I'm getting a hint I should talk to Chuckle Nuts. Do you have on a completely separate note, because I love buying stuff from you.
As you're talking and he's thinking, he presents you a small silver encrusted hand mirror. And is just presenting it.
Gift or price?
He just presents it closer to you and then drops it.
I'll catch it.
You now have a silver handled mirror.
Thank you. Well,
He nods.
I'll put it in my backpack after I wrap it in my travel blanket to keep it safe, and then backpack.
Point of order.
It is a silver handled mirror with a hexagon piece of mirror on top of it. So it's not fully encumbered in silver, it's just the
It's
handle.
Thank you very much. You wouldn't happen to have a spatula and a really cool skillet, would you? Because I don't have one yet. but I love your stuff.
He pulls out of his robe a similar to your throwing needles, the crystalline material skillet, and a oddly familiar but yet material you're not familiar with. It's floppy and works well. Seems very non-stick, but spatula. Kind of seems like a toy though, and maybe not for cooking.
I'll take both.
He presents 2 fingers.
I will give him 3 gold. And I'll put the spatula in a side pocket and I'll strap the skillet to the outside of my backpack. Because I'm figuring if it's supposed to be used, I don't got to worry about it.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, anything from this vendor is of very high quality.
I knew I loved this guy.
Starting to relax.
Is there anything else y'all are looking for
Kronk,
from
you should really, anything you think you might want, you should get from this dude. Like, he's awesome.
I think it's just it's my.
In the background, I'm getting into my gimp suit.
Way in the middle of the store.
Now, are you trying to put the gimp
What do
suit
you
on
have for me
over
as I look at
your
the
materials or under?
The gimp suit goes on under the rest of my stuff.
So you're definitely leaving a puddle of slime as you're changing in the middle of his tent. But yeah, he doesn't seem to get up or care. He's just sitting there like, doopy doopy doo.
Quality testing before we leave.
well, is there anything you got that I might need? I'm not sure what I might need at this point.
Ask him a little more in depth, and he'll tell you yes or no. And it's usually like the baddest ass version that he can get his mitts on. Like, he's good.
Uh, well, game drawing a blank. I'm still kind of fucked up, not gonna lie.
Any type of weapon you've been thinking about trying out? Clothing, cooking stuff, upgrades for the trailer.
Upgrades for the trailer. Good call. Do you have anything I can upgrade my cart with? Whether it be for defense, offense, or just to make it look cooler.
He nods his head and presents 10 fingers to you.
Like you got 10 things to present and show me?
Usually that's money. And I usually shoot above what he asked for, and it always pays off.
Well, is it like, oh, alright. So I'll reach in and grab. You said 10, so I'll get 11 gold and give it to him.
As you present the gold and drop it into his hand, all the fingers curl over it and accept it. And he presents a sign that simply says, "It will be done."
Well, alrighty then.
He gonna paint the wagon.
Mr. Vendor, your name wouldn't happen to be Wiley, would it?
He flips the sign and it simply says name 10 Retney.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Retney.
He nods.
Well, I took my crack. Apparently, I need to pick on you about this bullshit fucking with my sleep.
I don't know how that's my fault. Fuckface.
But you might have a lead.
Like, oh, okay, well, I do have some kind of lead that I found out recently that I was gonna talk to you all about in the morning. But we gotta go to the, hold on.
Oh, the Irwin. You're researching the Irwin. So yeah, you would. Again, I don't know how much you're wanting to reveal to them, but you would.
Not everything, but enough that it would seem like it would be a good quest to go on, kind of in an adventure to just get out of town and do some shit. Maybe get some gold. Make it seem like it. Not necessarily stay, but, you know.
So he would inform you that there is a tribe of peoples outside of the main civilization area that you know of in this wilderness, as it were, but about 10 miles out from Cape Copper, there may be a few bounties running around, people messing with Cape Copper or other things that may have brought the past mayor's issues. Not necessarily that'll be the same issues now, but there might be something there to do if you wanted a job type of a deal.
And you're saying this may help with this dark magic bullshit that fucked with my sleep tonight.
I'm telling you, it's the best lead we got. It's supposed to be dark, and you didn't start having this shit till you got here. So I figure, fucking, why not?
I'm game to give it a shot. I got nowhere else to look for answers.
Well,
Sounds like an adventure.
there's two. Now I'm going to assume Tulio's in, because his ass is asleep, and he's got to go with us anyway.
He's very much attached to the cart right now, so he's coming with if you move the cart.
All right, we gotta get Saf settled up. We gotta resupply the cart, and we gotta start asking around about this tribe and find out if anyone knows around where we could start at.
Did you get this info from Betty or the bulletin board?
I have my sources that I'd rather not discuss right now.
Because we know it's not fucking Cusco telling you anything useful.
That's fair. We all know he's an idiot. But,
Okay.
like I said,
So
my informant is confidential, and I need to keep it that way in order to get my payment.
grocery shopping. Is Saf going with us, or are we just going to do this 10-mile run on foot to sneak it out?
Well, we need to figure that out.
My vote is on foot, because Saf's not going to help us fight, and we'll be a little more sneaky without pulling the cart. and it's kind of good where we parked it.
All right, let's go. Let's grab what we need and we'll head out. Grab at least 2 bottles of poison.
I'll say at this point it would be about 5 a.m., so the sun isn't quite coming up yet, so it's still early dusk.
You want to go now?
Sleep for 3
after
more
10
hours.
miles at our best pace. It'll only take us about an hour to get there. It'll just be sunup.
I will say if you wanted to take another short rest to get your spell slot back, I could let that go.
Definitely want to do that.
Okay, so I'll catch a nap. You can do your errands to set up Saf and the cart, and Oogie can do whatever he wants to do, and then we can start hoofing.
That works.
Good, Oogie.
Sounds all good to me.
Okay, everyone meet up in an hour. Break.
So as you guys get ready, Kronk walks to the front of the cart and does this melodic but very high-pitched whistle. And within a blink of an eye, Saf is there and ready to get harnessed and like buckled in. He's just kind of standing there chilling. And as Kronk gets the cart all ready and inspects it, you find out that are brand new like copper leaf springs on your cart now, and the wheels now have proper like some hardened rubber tread.
Oh,
Told you.
man, did me good.
I told you. Paying extra, it always pays out.
Oh, I'd also like to give Saf one of the deer hides or deer carcasses we've got stowed.
Wonderful. Do you want to chill in your pot and try to fully moisten yourself in your gimp suit?
Yes, we're going for the full soak.
I'll say I won't say the leather suit has been used enough to be elastic or stretchy, but you can definitely get a full soak and well ready for the next 48 hours once you guys start off. Buford, you're chilling in your leather nest.
Yep, catching a nap.
And as the sun's coming up, Buford would wake up from his short rest. Oog would already be ready outside his pot, stretching on the front deck or front porch of the cart. The only other thing that I have for Kronk is that you very much notice that you now have 2 full casks of, we're just going to call it moonshine for now, that are right next to the water barrels on the back. They're just slightly newer barrels and have copper rings instead of the iron that are around your normal water barrel, so there are slightly differences, but if you don't pay attention, you might be taking a scoop full of moonshine.
But they are on my cart.
They are fully attached.
Okay.
Ready to head out, boys.
That's cool.
Well, first off, let's find out where we need to go. So let's talk to the guards. We'll pull
Fair
up.
enough. Let's head down to the gate, I guess, or the docks.
So,
The best place to find them.
2 of us go down to the docks, and 1 of us goes up to the gate.
Who wants to go where? I'm fine either way.
so
I'll
you
go down
guys
to.
are close enough to the front gate to see that both guards are posted there that Pike and Perp. Osti or Oog would know them well, and Kronk would have fleeting interactions with them. but I would say you can fully see them this morning at the front gate.
You've talked to the guards most. Oogie, you want to go see if they can butter him up for some info?
Why not?
So as you approach Pike and Perp, you would notice that they're still very much waking up too. They're a little groggy, but it seems that they did just start their shift and they're just chilling next to the giant copper gate.
I proceed to greet them in a very friendly manner. Good morning, gentlemen. How's the day treating you so far?
Oh, it's pretty good, all right. Still getting up for the morning. Y'all heading out for the day?
Can Buford hear them being groggy and notice that they're just like we're having a rough time waking up?
Did you stay next to the cart or did you go with Ook to interact with them? Because if you're next to the cart, no, you're about 200 yards off. You're just in direct line of them since you are on the second tier from the top.
Yeah, no. I would have hung out around the cart. I wouldn't have gone with him.
I'd like to have. I'll start heading towards the gate, and I guess I'll leave Buford's ass there, unless he wants to follow me.
I'll
Did
follow
we
if he starts moving into
decide
town.
if we wanted to go with the cart or are we leaving the cart? Because Saf is harnessed up and ready to go.
I'm gonna start walking Saf in the cart towards the gate.
Okay, wonderful. So yeah, you guys would be walking up while he's talking, but he still has a few more moments to talk with Pike and Perp.
Yeah, we're heading out to find out some information on a air wind tribe. I don't know too much. It's still too early.
Yeah, I hear that. The Erdogan. Yeah, I know them. They're the best way I can describe them is probably high elf mentality, but they're not exactly elves.
Are they wanting to be elves, or are they just really proud about what they are?
They're a very proud people.
Anything to watch out for so I don't snub these very proud people if I run into them?
Well, I don't really deal with them very much, but all I know is if you see trees of gold, you're in their land, and they are watching.
Always good to know when they're watching.
Say, don't y'all have a golden tree on your porch? I thought that was a gift from them, no?
I don't know. It's not really my wagon. I just try not to damage anything on it.
As he's saying this, the wagon is like coming up behind you, so they can hear that last part, but that's it. But everyone is now in front of Pike and Perp and just kind of like, hey, what's up?
And I'm like, okay, well, the wagon's here, so I guess we can double check what that tree looks like. I look over at Kronk.
As you turn around and look back at the front porch, you very obviously see that it is like a golden tree of some nature that has grown but stopped at a very precise point. And they're just walking on up.
And I thought I was drunk last night.
How would you have gotten drunk last night? You had like Two total.
He is like a third of our size.
Sir, you are a mountain compared to me. I can only withstand so much alcohol at once.
Your body is literal poison. Don't feed me that bullshit.
Poison, but not alcohol. There's a slight difference.
Oh, alcohol is poison.
Would I have just heard Kronk's last statement, or would I heard the guards like I thought that was a present from them as prior?
You would have just heard them talking about the tree, not necessarily the subject of.
So why are we talking about the fucked up tree that grew itself on our trailer?
What about my porch ornament?
Wasn't it a gift from the Yarrowin?
I don't think so. I remember the fucker just popping up on its own on our way
No,
here
we,
from the last town we were in.
a friend of mine and I found the seedling and we took it. So you're telling me where this thing came from is where they are?
From what I'm told, golden trees means it's the Yarrowins. And if you, by chance, got these by less than legitimate means, they're definitely still watching you.
Oh, well,
Did
okay.
you find
Maybe
out?
they can see this.
As a bird goes flying from his hand.
Did we come from the north from our starter village? We had to come south.
Abracadabra. Seth would probably know which direction.
Saf is just nodding his head behind you.
Seth, would you be confident in being able to get to the same area of the woods where these chuckle nuts picked up this tree bits?
Yes, I remember it. It was one of only 3 stops we made. My memory's not that bad.
We kind of just took off there for a minute, so I didn't know if we were just like, huh? Pike, Perp, would you happen to know anyone else we could talk to for a little more detailed information about this group?
Anyone that would have had connections with them is either dead or gone. So you might find them out there, but I haven't seen them since the uprising.
Would Betsy or anyone at the bar have been around before the uprising? Have any info, maybe?
They've definitely been around since the start, but they keep to their tavern typically. They don't like leaving the city.
Gotcha. So we're probably on our own, is what you're telling me.
At this point in town, yeah. Unless some more of the shopkeepers come back, we don't have much history right now.
Gotcha. Well, there goes our attempt at finding shit in town. Do we just want to have Saf get us close and then we just search, I guess? Start poking around until they try and knock our shit off?
I was about to say,
That works for me.
Kronk would have, with him being a ranger, he would know exactly how to get back to the grove of golden trees that y'all initially found if Saf can get you there. Since he has no visual from there to Cape Copper, that's all still unknown for y'all.
So do we like this plan? Saf gets us close, and then you get us closer, and then we just try not to die. Cause are we catching or killing these people? What are we supposed to do?
I'll let you know when it gets closer to time.
Fuck.
So, as you guys are discussing this, both Pike and Perk go down into horse stance, and again, in a very different way than the first time or even the second time you've seen the metal bend at this point. The gate itself, just half of it, like a solid slice, just drops straight into the ground and is like, if you're going out, it's open.
Thank you, gentlemen. We appreciate your hard work. I'll flip them 2 gold each as we pass through the gate, if that's what we're doing.
Yep. So, Saf would start walking, and I think. Are y'all hopping on the cart, or are you.
I'm jumping in the car.
I'm jumping on the cart. I'm not risking it.
Yeah, I'm jumping on the car, and I'm not letting him take off of that car without me on there.
I'll grab one of the corner posts as the back porch rolls by and just swing onto my big wood skull seat I made and just start dinking with my hurdy-gurdy.
That back patio is getting really full. So yeah, as you all hop on, I believe Saf's snake tail coils up and looks at Kronk and asks, "How fast today?"
Well, as fast as you can get us there with being stealthy.
I guess it's time to try out this new cart, eh?
Oh, fuck. All right, make it happen. Just make sure the cart survives and as well as we do.
Can Buford hear this conversation going on at the front?
Buford cannot, but Oog can.
I jump into my pot and secure the lid.
You bastard.
So, Saf starts at a pretty decent trot, about half speed of what you started your adventure on. And then he gets faster and faster and faster. And you're easily going like 50, 60 miles an hour. The cart has not made a single sound yet on this cobblestone road with its new modifications. And Saf realizes this very quickly because we're back in Mock Jesus, everybody.
Can I oh shit and just brace my feet on the back baluster to try and like not fall out?
Give me a performance check.
Fuck. Okay. Don't fuck me, dice. I need a good roll. Okay.
They're gonna get ya.
+4. It's my failure.
Okay, it's okay.
It's a nat 1. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Perception check. Ooh, no, just Kronk. Oog has a lot of water in between that would absorb the vibration. And yeah, there's not much vibration for Oog's water to absorb right now because it's a smooth ride. Y'all are floating. So
Curtail
Oog,
indeed.
Tulio, and Saf make it to the point right before you initially went Mock Jesus to make it to Cape Copper. And as you all slow down, Saf comes to a stop and simply says, "We're at the border," and looks at Kronk, waiting for a command. What does Oog and Kronk do?
I pop my head out and I'm like, I look over at Kronk. I'm like, okay, are we killing or capturing for this adventure, or are we just trying to visit?
Well, we're probably gonna have to do a little bit of both. But from what I understand is they get this power from some kind of weird object. It sounds like it's the source of your trouble, so as long as I can get a hold of it, I can get rid of it.
As soon as you say that, you try to gesture over to Buford, which is nowhere to be found.
Well, I'm still a little fucked up. Where'd he go?
Investigation checks for anyone trying to find him.
What's my investigation? Yeah, what is mine? 14.
You would investigate the cart and notice that the skull is missing from the back porch, but there's no sign of Buford anywhere.
I like to do an investigation as to where the little fucker.
You can safely presume that the only thing that has happened in between your last seeing him and being here is going Mock Jesus, so he may have fallen off, and that's the most likely thing you can think of. That or he was captured, but that's kind of hard at Mock Jesus.
I look over and Kronk and like, so do we want to go pick him back up from along the path because it looks like he fell off, or do we want to go diving into the shit show without him?
Well,
This is totally metagaming, but you could always unharness Saf and not weigh him down and have him go on a retrieval. He should know how to play fetch.
Or we could see if Zaf wants to play a game of hide and seek with Buford.
I like that idea.
Zaf, are you bored?
All four heads immediately dart to you, but the snake just switches between you and the harness.
Let's undo this harness and we forgot one of our stupid idiots. Would you mind playing fetch or hide and seek with him?
Oh, I can find the orc. Very distinct smells.
Don't scar him too much. He's entertaining when he's alive.
I wouldn't hurt you guys. That would break my deal.
Well, I wasn't meaning physically. You might scare the shit out of him.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing too much. Just make sure he's still functional when you're done with him.
He just sits there waiting to be released from the heart.
I look over and Krong like, you got any naysays for this program?
I walk over and I undo Saf's harness.
As soon as that buckle is undone, Saf disappears. Like, doesn't even look like he's taken a step. He's just gone in a haze of very fine powder that was beneath him. You have a few moments to interact with Oog if you'd like, or just sit there, but Saf is gone now. So as you and Oog stand there, and it's just like, well, he's either gonna come back with Buford, or he's gone. And as soon as you say gone, he reappears 4 feet away with Buford hanging from the collar and from the center head's mouth, with the laughing one just snickering in his ear, like in the most demonic way you could think of.
Son of a bitch, fuck you, goddamn motherfucker. Go fuck the cat.
He's probably fine, but he might be having a seizure.
I like my orc shaken, not stirred.
And as the shaken Tulio is dropped from the maw, we are going to pause there for the night and come back next time with whatever the fuck they want to do with the Irwin. Let's see if they can survive.